The return and legacy of Sinbad.
After a year of perilous adventures, Sinbad finally set foot in Basra once more. The city had been abuzz with anticipation of his return, and as he stepped off the ship, he was greeted by a jubilant crowd. Merchants, sailors, and townsfolk alike hailed him as a hero, their cheers echoing through the bustling port. Amid the crowd, Elora stood radiant, holding their newborn son. Tears of joy streamed down her face as she ran to embrace her husband. Sinbad scooped her and the baby into his arms, overwhelmed by the love and warmth of home. "This is Idris," Elora whispered, her voice trembling with emotion. "He has been waiting to meet his father." Sinbad looked into the eyes of his son, a mixture of wonder and pride washing over him. "Idris," he said softly, his voice filled with promise, "you are the reason I braved the seas. And now, I am home." The days following his return were filled with celebration. Sinbad watched Zayden with Idris, who took great pride in his new role as an older brother. The family spent time together in the grand mansion, enjoying laughter, stories, and the comforts of life that Sinbad's adventures had secured. Sinbad shared tales of his journey, the shimmering lagoon, the golden fruit tree, and the narrow escape from the Rook with his family. Zayden listened intently, his eyes sparkling with curiosity and admiration. Elora, though proud of her husband's courage, reminded him gently of the value of his presence at home. Upon his return, Sinbad immediately resumed his responsibilities. He reconnected with the overseers of his thriving trade empire and was delighted to see that the Vigo enterprise and other ventures had flourished in his absence. The trust funds he had established in Asek, Basra, and Basel continued their welfare initiatives, strengthening his legacy as a man of both adventure and benevolence. Idris became the inspiration for a new phase of Sinbad's life. Determined to create a secure future for his family, Sinbad invested heavily in his businesses with his wealth, which was increased by the last voyage, ensuring they remained self-sustaining. He also dedicated time to mentoring Zayden, teaching him the values of compassion, courage, and ingenuity. With Basra thriving as a hub of commerce and maritime activity, Sinbad's shipbuilding enterprise evolved into a cornerstone of the city's economy. Recognizing the growing demand for advanced and reliable vessels, Sinbad invested heavily in expanding the company, making it a leader in innovation, craftsmanship, and maritime technology. At the heart of the company's transformation was the establishment of a dedicated research and development division. This section brought together master shipwrights, navigators, and inventors from across the Albia Caliphate, Asset Kingdom, and Basel Kingdom. Their goal was to design ships that were faster, more durable, and better equipped to handle the challenges of long voyages. Recognizing the need for ongoing care for vessels, Sinbad established a repair and maintenance division, which operated alongside the shipyard. This section offered comprehensive services to all mariners, not just Sinbad's fleet. The company's expansion not only supported Sinbad's vast trade empire but also spurred growth in Basra's local economy. The shipyard employed hundreds of skilled craftsmen, laborers, and innovators, creating livelihoods for many families. Aspiring shipwrights traveled to Basra to learn under Sinbad's guidance, turning the city into a center of excellence in shipbuilding. Sinbad's commitment to innovation and excellence solidified his reputation as not just a great mariner but also a visionary entrepreneur. The advanced ships produced by his company became sought after by merchants, explorers, and rulers alike, further enhancing the reach of Basra's maritime influence. Sinbad recognized that his success was built on the shoulders of the brave sailors who journeyed with him through treacherous waters. To honor those who had been lost to the sea in his many voyages, Sinbad established a mariners' guild in Basra. This institution became a cornerstone of his legacy, embodying his commitment to the welfare of his crew and their families. The Mariners Guild was tasked with multiple responsibilities, ensuring the well-being of Sinbad's crew and enhancing the efficiency of his maritime ventures. The Guild took charge of recruiting new sailors and providing rigorous training to prepare them for the perils of the sea. Through this initiative, Sinbad ensured that every crew member was well equipped to handle the challenges of maritime life. Sinbad implemented a fair salary system for all sailors, along with a pension plan for those who retired after years of service. A trust managed by the Mariners Guild was established exclusively for Sinbad's crew. This trust provided education for the children of lost sailors, ensured financial stability for their families, and addressed other essential needs, fulfilling the void left by the lost ones. The Guild was responsible for maintaining and repairing Sinbad's fleet, ensuring that each vessel was seaworthy and well-equipped for upcoming journeys. They also prepared provisions and managed logistics for every voyage, guaranteeing smooth operations. Sinbad's earlier trust in Basra, which focused on the families of all lost merchants and sailors as well as other needy individuals, remained active. However, the Mariners Guild was a specialized body dedicated solely to supporting Sinbad's crew and facilitating his endeavors. The Mariners Guild not only provided security for Sinbad's crew but also became a symbol of hope and unity within Basra's seafaring community. Sailors and their families found solace in knowing they were part of a network that valued their contributions and safeguarded their future. This initiative strengthened Sinbad's reputation as a leader who prioritized the welfare of those who worked for him. It also created a solid foundation for future voyages, as sailors eagerly joined his ventures, knowing they and their loved ones would be cared for, no matter the outcome.
The adventures of Sinbad are far from over. Each tale brings new challenges, triumphs, and lessons. What awaits Sinbad and his legacy next? Don't miss the next thrilling episode of Adventures of Sinbad on Light Videon. Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to continue this legendary journey. Like, share, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Your support keeps the adventure alive, while nurturing the hopes for a secure future. Until next time, adventurers, may your sails be strong and your hearts be brave. See you on the next voyage.